This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Jack Stark Field, the Highclimber Stadium on the campus of Shelton High School in, Shelton, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Radio, continue coverage of the 2024 high school football season with a non-conference matchup between the Capital Cougars and the Shelton Highclimbers. My name is Diedrich Allen. Joining me for this broadcast is
Gerald Apple.
How you doing, Jerry?
I'm doing great, and it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Both teams are 0-2 so far this season. Last week, Shelton lost at North Thurston 41-21 after dropping their season opener to River Ridge here in this building 51-7. Capital lost to WF West 21-13 last Friday and opened the season with a 21-14 loss at Olympia. And Jerry has a little bit more information on that loss. Was it a last-second touchdown by Olympia?
Yes. At the very end, the Olympia Bears scored the winning touchdown at the very end of the fourth quarter.
Wow. Isn't that called the Spaghetti Bowl? Is that right?
It is the Spaghetti Bowl.
I'm just making sure. I mean, you got the Spaghetti Bowl, you got the Fish Bowl in Gig Harbor, you've got, Mason County Cup if we ever have it again, the Battle of Buckland Hill in Silverdale, I believe. What's the thing in Aberdeen?
That is, it used to be called the Myrtle Street, because that's the street that divided the two towns.
Hoquiam and Aberdeen, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Anyways, the last time Shelton and Capital played was 5 years ago tonight.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Do you? It's on September 20th of 2019. The Cougars beat the Highclimbers 50-20. According to Max Preps, Capital leads the series with Shelton 5-2. The last Climber win over the Cougars was on September 26th, 2007. And it was by a score of 32-21. I think I remember that game as well vaguely. I think John Willis was calling the game on the radio that time.
Yeah.
I was probably helping him out in 2007.
Yeah. John, like we said, was a great announcer.
Great guy. Okay, well, we'll have more. We were waiting for the teams to come back on the field. They've been out for their pregame warm-ups, and now we've got a big crowd over here. Let's just jump. Oh, that's not going to work. What's going on with that? Oh, I lost the camera already. Yeah. Hold on, I already lost the camera. That's interesting. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more from Jack Stark Field. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting Next TV by HCC with Cloud DVR. Enjoy streaming on an all HD lineup on the preferred package with Cloud DVR. And for a limited time, get $90 off your first 6 months. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
What if suddenly the Northwest lost all hydropower? Half of our local energy would instantly disappear. 34 billion watts, gone, just like that. All that clean, renewable energy would immediately be replaced with fossil fuels. So greenhouse gases would instantly rise. Our global temperature would have nowhere to go but up, and up, and up. And our electric bills would grow as quickly as our carbon footprint. Because without hydropower, 80% of the renewable energy that we currently rely on would be gone. Thankfully, hydropower remains. Clean, abundant, affordable, and 100% carbon-free. Our power is water.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And we're back here at Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple. Jerry, you showed me a little graphic. 62 degrees tonight.
Yes.
A little cloudy. No threat of rain at all. It's cloudy.
No threat. And the flag is not moving.
Not moving, yeah, that's true. So no, wind shouldn't be an issue, at least not at this point. And, well, we're waiting for the climbers to come out of the locker room. The clock has hit triple zeros on the warm-up, so the climbers need to come out here. Although we were noticing that the clock started a little early.
Yes, it did. That was why I was confused in saying, what time are you going to be starting your pre-program?
Right.
Pre-game program.
Well, it's 6:51. Usually the clock goes to 6:55. And then we do all the pre-game stuff. Pre-game, you know, the national anthem, whatever else is here, but the Highclimbers are still, we're still waiting. Nice crowd down there waiting for them to come out across the, out of the locker room, come onto the field. They look across the field from our location, and you can, in that camera, barely see the Cougars. White jerseys, the maroon pants, black letters.
Got a good crowd tonight.
Yes, we...
and Capital, of course, travels well.
Right.
And, yes, a very good crowd.
The band's over there for the Highclimber, and we're still waiting for the Highclimber football team to come on to the field here at Jack Stark Field.
Well, you know, we've seen some good improvement in Shelton last week.
Right.
I was real pleased about that. They played 3 strong quarters, and we'll see tonight. Hopefully they can continue that, maybe play a whole full game. Full game.
And Jerry and I were talking, and we were comparing the games, and first game, it was a good second half for the Highclimbers. Not a very good first quarter, so-so second quarter, but the second half was pretty solid for the Highclimbers. They built on that last week at North Thurston, 3 quarters, solid game, and, you know, things just happen.
Yeah, I was impressed with the 2 running backs, Murford and Knight. So that was good. And Wyatt is also pretty quick back there.
Right, when he has to be.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for the football team to come on to Jack Stark Field. So is everybody over there to our left. Very anxious. I mean, half the stadium is down there, Jerry.
Yeah. I think you're going to see continuing improvement in the Shelton football team. We've got a good coaching staff.
Yes.
Some really top-notch assistants. But overall, good coaching staff, and Monroe, I think, is doing a good job too. So, Coach Monroe, have a lot of respect for him.
I have yet to have a conversation with him.
Have you? Yeah.
And I don't blame him. I mean, who wants to talk to me about football when you have first-year coach? You need to get your football team together before you come and deal with the media, in my opinion. And, you know, they don't pay him anywhere near enough to deal with me.
I think it would be a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be great. But, you know, I should be, you know, and I agree with it. I'm the bottom of his list when it comes to things to do for a football game.
Yeah.
And we're still waiting. Here come the cheerleaders, and first in, here comes the team. Out of the locker room onto Jack Stark Field. This is an interesting ad on this red smoke.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
They did that week 1 as well. And it's just an interesting little addition. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. Coin toss all and the kickoff all coming up here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting gig speed Wi-Fi. Enjoy lightning-fast internet to connect your smart home and devices. For a limited time, get $90 off your first year of gig speed internet and $90 off your first year of smart Wi-Fi. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we're back here at Jack Stark Field, waiting for the coin toss here. You've got Hunter Leth. Sees it? Benjamin Morford, Adrian Weir, and I always miss him. I don't know why, because I don't have a 30 on my sheet. Jerry, do you have a 30 on your sheet for Shelton? That's the third cap, or the fourth captain there. I can't find him. I don't have him on the sheet. He's going to go to the special thing that he picked up. And there's a toss up in the air. And I can't tell who won. Looks like the Highclimbers won the toss and will defer to the second half. And I'll get that right this time, as I didn't do it last week. So all the Cougars will be kicking off to start this game. I'm sorry, will be receiving to kick this game. The Highclimbers will be kicking off. And they'll take their spaces here to show us which end is which. And we'll get this underway. Do you have number 30 on there at all?
Well, I don't, but I have two 31s.
Okay. Let's see, I have 231.
I'm thinking it might be Titus Miller.
I would agree with you there, Jerry, as I'm looking at my sheet.
Okay.
We'll take a timeout. Be back with the kickoff between Capital Cougars and the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Please thank the sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Hood Canal Communications, Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, Mason PUD 3, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate, Mason County PUD number 1, and Mason Health. Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting Next TV by HCC with Cloud DVR. Enjoy streaming on an all HD lineup on the preferred package with Cloud DVR. And for a limited time, get $90 off your first 6 months. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we're back here waiting for the kickoff between the Capital Cougars and the Shelton Highclimbers. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple with you tonight. Oh, I would say high atop Highclimber Stadium, but we're not quite at the very top. We're about 3 rows back from the top row, but it's where we usually set up. We're the hottest looking fans that you can see in the stands at Highclimber Stadium.
You got 3 cameras going tonight, huh?
I do.
Uh-huh.
I usually go with 2, but I have to add the third one to, get the cheerleaders every once in a while. Maybe get the chainsaw, the log, if possible.
Good.
So Adrian Weir has it teed up at the 40 to kick it off. Back deep for the Cougars. Can't see their numbers. Standing about the 10. Waiting for the run up by Weir. Here he comes. Kick is high, a little bit short, coming and taking it at the 19. Is number 22. He'll get to the 30. And 22 is Patrick Halpin with the return.
41-yard kickoff.
And it looks like a 12-yard return. The Cougars are going to start out on their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Now they're going to pretty much run similar formations as the Highclimbers. They'll go out of the pistol. Quarterback is number 10, Lucas Redmond. The running back is number 26, Blake Ostrander. He's behind him out of the pistol. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Redmond looks back at his coach, waits for the snap. Back to pass. It's going to look over to the far side, throw it off. It's complete out there at just shy of the 40. Caught there by number 1, Hunter Sari. And it's
gain of 7.
7-yard pickup. They'll spot him at the 39. 2nd down and 3 for the Cougars. Just underway here. Opening drive. This time it looks like Redmond's going to go out of the shotgun. Ostrander stepped behind him to his right. 2 receivers on each side. Going to hand it off to Ostrander. He's going to be forced sideways and pursued. Tackled for the loss there. And guess who that was? Gabe Gooley. Lost back at the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Loss of 4 on the play.
So good pursuit by the Climbers. Jerry has said that the defensive front is the strength of this team for the Highclimbers this season. Going to go a hash mark near side from the 35. 3rd down and 7. 10:45 to go, 1st quarter. Out of the pistol will go Redmond. Ostrander back behind him. Wide side of the field has 3 receivers, man in motion. They'll go to the back, and there's a little dump-off screen there. He had some running room and dropped just shy of the 40. Trying to see who that was. I'm thinking that was Zane Hardy on the tackle. No, it was Manzo. Alberto Manzo, and his 4th down and 3.
Who was the receiver?
Number 7.
Thank you.
And the receiver was Taylor Sparks. 4th and short for the Cougars. They're going for it. Back to pass goes Redmond. Dump it off in the middle of the field. It's complete. Slipping tackles. Again, I believe that's 7. He gets into Highclimber territory at the 44. Take that back. It's number 2 on the reception. That's Greg Bullock. And it's a 1st down in Highclimber territory up inside the 45 to the 44. 1st and 10 for
17-yard gain.
1st down. Clock is running. 9:40 to go here in the 1st quarter. Opening drive for the Cougars. Again, out of the pistol go Redmond. Ostrander behind him. 2 receivers on each side, man in motion. And a little fake toss to him. Back to pass goes Redmond. Throws over the middle. It's complete to number 8 this time. Clayton Hatch with the completion. Just across the 1st down marker to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 coming for the Cougars. Looks like Redmond's going to send Sayre and Bullock wide to the far side. Hatch alone on the near side. Oh, there's 3 receivers on the far side. Also, Taylor Sparks is in there. Out of the shotgun goes Redmond. Sparks goes in motion, handoff to Ostrander. Ostrander cuts it up the middle, gets it outside, 20. He's going to go into the end zone from the 10 all the way in. Touchdown. Cougars, they strike first.
33-yard touchdown run.
Blake Ostrander untouched once he hit the edge, and he sprinted to the corner and got in untouched. Point after coming. Nolan Potts will do the kicking. Now, here's the interesting thing about Potts. Oh, they're going for 2 here, sorry. And Potts is going to run. He's got to, well, he's looking and he's hesitating. He'll step in for the 2, and that makes it 8-0. Capital, 8:50 to go here in the first quarter. Capital on top early. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Well, Cougars up 8-0 here, 8:50 to go first quarter. And I was going to finish my thought about the Nolan Potts. In the warm-ups, he had the ball teed up at the 40, and he kicked a field goal. That's a 50-yard field goal. That's pretty impressive in a warm-up. So granted, it's off a tee. Granted, there's nobody rushing at you. But still, that's pretty impressive. He'll get it teed up to kick it off to the Highclimbers. Hash mark far side. Here's the run-up and the kick. High, end-over-end kick, taken at the 10. Actually, they called the 8, bobbled there, and then picked up. And slipping his way just shy of the 20-yard line. Trying to see the number here. That was Benjamin Morford on the return. About 10 yards on that, 11 yards on the return. They'll spot the ball right at the 20. Hope they're going to step back and spot it at, nope, they're going to put it on the 20. Yeah, that was right the first time.
52-yard kickoff.
Yeah, we just talked about Nolan Potts and his leg strength.
Mm-hmm.
So here come the Highclimbers. Their first possession of the ball game. Pistol formation for wide to Poe. He's got 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. It's the wide side of the field. 2 backs right around him. They'll hand it off. And a hesitation, and this is Morford across the 22, about the 22-yard line, 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8 coming. Oh, nice little spot. They're actually going to spot it just shy of the 23. I don't know, Jerry, you give him 2 or you give him 3 on that? You're the statistician.
I'm going to give him 2.
Okay.
Just looking at the hash marks.
Right. Not quite to the 23. Morford out, Knight in for the running backs. Jack Swartz comes wide to the near side. Looks like Bennett Henry, he's going to swap sides. Go 2-by-2. Pistol, and 1 back behind DePoe. Turn around, hand it off to Knight, and he's bottled up at the 20-yard line.
Looks like he might have lost a yard.
Yep, lost the yard there, and it makes 3rd down and 9 from the 21. I just realized something, Jerry.
Yes.
The numbers on the Climbers uniforms tonight are really hard to see from this distance. I don't know why that is. Seem nice on the sidelines, but when they're out there in the field, it's kind of hard to see it.
They're not that big.
Well,
and they're not that.
Well, I'm looking at Bennett Henry's 88. It looks like a 00. We know that's not right. DePoe on the rollout, to set his feet, throw, and it is just knocked away at the last second by number 13. That's Thale. And it was intended for, was it Henry? And it brings up 4th down for the Highclimbers. That'll bring on Phipps to punt it away. Bullock back to receive this punt. He's standing at his own 44-yard line. 7:04 to go here, first quarter, 8-0 Capital on top, and a 4th and 9 coming for the Climbers, and they're punting. Hayden Phipps gets the snap. Rush comes in, he puts on high and short. It's going to hit at the 38 and take a Cougar bounce. It'll be down at the 32-yard line by Jax Ward.
11-yard punt.
Nice hang time, though.
Yeah.
He's got that.
He's been noted for that, yes.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about Phipps and his punts is his hang time.
And there's not many returns.
He's
Which
got
is good.
You know, and in last week he seemed to get it further down the field.
He did.
Maybe it's just this arena. I don't know. Well, the Cougars have a short field to start out on the Highclimber 32-yard line, 1st and 10. They're leading 8-0. 6:54 to go, first quarter. Redmond will go out of the gun this time. Ostrander behind him in a step to his right. Man in motion is number 80. Little pitch to the man that was in motion. That's
number 80.
Yeah, 80. He'll get around the outside. I was just looking for his name. It's Dante Pegrin. Or, I'm sorry, Pregin. And he'll get the first down up to the 20-yard line, actually the 19.
Yeah, about a 12-yard run.
1st and 10 for the Cougars there at the 19.
That's the third first down for the Cougars.
So they'll get up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like Redmond's going to go under center this time. 2 receivers to the far side. Ostrander the back behind him. About 6 yards behind. Man in motion. That's Sayer. Hand off to Ostrander. He stutter steps, breaks it to the outside, bouncing it to the outside, gets to the 12-yard line where he's dropped there.
About a 7-yard gain.
Morford and Gooley in there on the tackle. So 2nd and it looks like 3 from the 12-yard line. They need the 9 for the first down.
Yeah, Ostrander has had 3 carries for 36 yards so far.
Well, we expected that out of him. He's going to be the workhorse. Same formation this time. Under center goes Redmond. Ostrander the back behind him. A receiver on each side. Man in motion. Across the formation. Little faked handoff being pursued. It'll throw for the end zone. Almost intercepted, but it's dropped. I believe that was Zane Harding getting almost picking that ball up, but it goes incomplete. It's 3rd and 3. Good play by the Climber defense that time.
Yeah, that's the second good defensive play by Hardy this game so far.
Clock is stopped at 5:57 to go, first quarter. 8-0 Capital on top with the ball. Bullock will bring the play in from the sidelines.
That's the first incomplete pass for the Capital.
Redmond goes out of the pistol with Ostrander behind him. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Back to pass he goes. He's got some protection. He's going to be flushed out, and he's going to be dropped. Harding again in there with the sack on the play. Also on the pursuit is going to be Gabe Gooley and Bennett Henry, and a loss on the play. That brings up 4th down. Back ball is going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. And here comes the field goal team, I'm assuming. Yes.
Who was the ball carrier? Quarterback?
It was a quarterback. It was a sack.
First.
So Potts is on to kick a 35-yard field goal with 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. There's the snap. Spot is down. Kick is up. Line drive. It sneaks across the just over the crossbar and is good. It's 11 for Capital. Shelton, nothing. 5:18 to go, first quarter. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting Next TV by HCC with Cloud DVR. Enjoy streaming on an all HD lineup on the preferred package with Cloud DVR. And for a limited time, get $90 off your first 6 months. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Well, the Cougars are on top, 11-0.
Yeah, well, Potts had I have a 21-yard field goal. He was from the 11, so you would add the 10 to that.
No, he was from the
was he
25, Jerry.
Was he from the 25?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's a 35-yard
35
field. I don't know where he got the 11.
Wow.
Jerry's a little short today. Here's a kickoff, and taking it at the 6 is Cody Brotherton back in the lineup after missing a week. He'll step out to the outside, get to the 25, and the Highclimbers will start there, 1st and 10.
Good to see Cody back.
Well, let's put it this way. It's number 5 out there. Let's hope it's Cody and not somebody else wearing his number, which I'm pretty sure it's Cody Brotherton. He's going to stay out there on the offense. 1st and 10. They'll spot the ball just shy of the 16-yard line.
Thank you for correcting me on that field goal.
I'm not sure where you got the 11, Jerry. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Again, out of the pistol goes DePoe. Receiver on two receivers on the near side. He'll hand it off. This is Morford going sideways, and no gain on that. Actually might have lost a yard.
Yeah, close.
Call it 2nd and 11 back at the 20. Clock is running with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. 11 for Capital. Shelton 0, and they've got the possession. Three receivers to the far side, one to the near side. And that's Henry. Out of the pistol again goes DePoe. Back behind him, I'm going to say it's Knight. Can't see the number. Turn around and fake the handoff. He'll dump a little outside screen there. And slipping across the 30. Can't see who caught the pass, Jerry. I think it's Jax Ward, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's Brotherton. Sorry. Correct me on that. It's Cody Brotherton on the reception and the run across the 30.
And he's number 5, right?
He's number 5.
Okay.
31, they'll spot it. It's 3rd down and 5. And that was a 6-yard pickup. Climbers taking some time in the huddle. We do have the play clock on the field today. Let's see how long that works. Didn't work consistently last time we were here. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Pistol for DePoe back behind him. The Cougars jumped off sides. And an encroachment call. That should give the Highclimbers a 1st down by penalty. It'll be very close because it's not quite 5 yards for the first.
Yeah. Could be just shy, I think.
Might be. Mathematically, it works. And it does give them the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line.
That's the first penalty of the ball game.
3-by-1 for DePoe in the pistol. Back to pass he goes, looks over, throws to the near side, over through the intended target, and that looks like it was Phipps. Yep, it was Phipps. Incomplete, it falls. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 36. 3:25 to go first quarter. 11 for Capital. Nothing as of yet for the Highclimbers. They have the ball.
Yeah, Wyatt DePoe is 1 for 3 on the passing game.
J.J. Rhodes into the lineup. Brotherton goes wide to the far side. Bennett in the slot on the near side. I think it's Phipps on the wide on the near side. Turn around, hand it off, and this is going to be Knight going nowhere. Ran into wall of white there, and a loss on the play.
Loss of 4.
Get back to the 32-yard line. Third down and 14. Knight out. Morford in for the Highclimbers. Taking their time in the huddle. 2:45 to go first quarter. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Pistol again for DePoe. Morford the back behind him. He'll run into him and he'll scramble a little bit. Throw long, got a guy out there, and just underthrew it. Intercepted. There's a flag on the play. And on the return here is going to be Bullock. Bullock's going to get a pick 6 out of it. There is a flag on the play, however, back at the point of the interception. I think this is coming back.
Interference, defensive interference. Yeah.
Going to get a conference down at the goal line. The flag came in just as the interception occurred.
Yeah, so that's a good indication.
Yeah, and is an indication of pass interference on the Cougars from the head referee, by the way. I had his name somewhere where I don't know what I did with the sheet. Oh, there it is. I'll get it out here, Jerry. Our referee is Bob Shaw today. He made his first initial indication from the goal line. Pass interference on the defense. And that will give the Highclimbers a first down, again by penalty. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. And I'll put the ball up across the 45 to the 47, 1st and 10 there for Shelton.
Second penalty for Capital. They've had 20 yards of penalties.
2:22 to go first quarter. Capital 11, Shelton nothing. Highclimbers have the ball. Have a 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. Pistol formation again for DePoe. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Rhodes the back a little bit ahead. Turn around and hand off, and this is, I think it's Morford powering back to the line. Nope, it's actually going to be Troy Green powering just back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there. 2nd and 10 from the 47. And I got to say, we were at South Sound Stadium last week, and we were in a booth, and it was so quiet I couldn't handle it. I had to bring in the crowd noise. I like it in the open. I really do, Jerry. It's more energy in our broadcast.
Yes.
Especially when somebody can hit you in the back of the head and say, "You called that name wrong." Okay, I'm just kidding here, folks. They give us our space, and we appreciate it. 2nd and 10 for the Highclimbers at the 47-yard line. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. DePoe out of the pistol. Rhodes will go back into the formation next to him. Snap, turn around, hand it off, hesitating and trying to power forward. I believe this is Knight. Knight is spun down and a loss of 2 on the play back at the 45. So approaching a minute here to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and 12 coming from the 45.
Boy, the Capital defense, rushing defense has been great tonight.
It has so far. J.J. Rhodes back in the lineup. I'm sorry, he's on the sidelines, and Hunter Leff will step on. Play a little offense. Jax Ward, the wideout on the near side. 3 receivers on this near side, 1 on the far side. Pistol again for DePoe. Back to pass he goes, looks over the field. Going to have to be flushed out. And to tuck under in a swarm of Cougars there. Bring him down, led there by Hackney. Owen Hackney, and that brings up 4th down.
A loss of about 12 on that play.
Yeah.
12, 13, 12.
I'd say more like 10, but yeah. 4th down and what? 22.
Well, they've got
yeah.
22, yeah.
Yeah, 22. So that'll be the end of the first quarter. Capital 11, Shelton nothing. We head to the second. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Please thank the sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Hood Canal Communications, Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, Mason PUD 3, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate, Mason County PUD number 1, and Mason Health.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter. 11 for Capital, nothing for the Highclimbers. They have a 4th and 22 from their own 34-yard line, 35-yard line. Hayden Phipps is on to punt the ball away. Braden Phipps, excuse me, is on to punt the ball away. And Greg Bullock back at his 30 to wait for this punt. Now, Phipps' last punt was high and short. We love the hang time. Need a little bit more distance, though. So we're still waiting for them to begin play here in the second quarter. Get everybody set for the refereeing crew, and here we go. Waiting for the snap is Phipps. He gets the snap, a little bit of pressure, it's blocked. Ball's up in the air, picked up by Phipps. Phipps is gonna run to the 40. Stutter set and get back near the midfield there. A good heads-up play by Braden Phipps. He caught his own deflected punt and returned it to the 48-yard line, 49-yard line, but the Cougars are going to start out there with the ball.
But he picked up 16 yards.
He did, and a good heads-up play by Phipps there. Kept his eye on that ball and returned it. So 49-yard line of short field for the Cougars. They're leading 11-0, 10 seconds into the second quarter.
Longest gain tonight for the Highclimbers.
Lucas Redmond going to get everybody in the right spots. It's going to be 2 by 1 out of the pistol. He'll go. Ostrander the back behind him. Super to the far side. That looks like it's Sayer. Waiting for the snap, man in motion, and that's Taylor Sparks. Back to pass goes Redmond. He's going to launch it out there. Sparks had it, lost it at the last second. Good defense by the Climbers, knocking it away. I believe it's Jax Ward with the defense there, and it's 2nd and 10 from the 49. So 2nd and 10 for the 49 for the Cougars. Clock is stopped at 11:44 to go in half. Hatch and Taylor Sparks, the wideouts on the far side. Pistol again for Redmond. Man in motion is going to be Taylor Sparks. Handoff to Ostrander. No, it's a fake handoff. It'll be dump-off pass, and he slips one tackle to Taylor Sparks. They'll get inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. 7-yard pickup, 3rd and 3 coming for the Cougs. 11:20 to go here in the half. Clock is running for the Cougars. They're leading 11-0. Sayer and Bollock, the wideouts on the near side. Again, out of the pistol goes Redmond. Ostrander the back behind him, staying at the 50. Line of scrimmage at the 42. Climbers showing blitz. Back to pass, short drop, throws over the middle. It's complete out there to Taylor Sparks. Picked up the first down. He's dropped at the 36 after the reception.
Pickup of about 6 on that.
Clock is running. 10:50 to go here in the half. Brotherton on the tackle as well as the coverage.
4th first down for Capital. Shelton has 2 first downs.
3 by 1 this time for Redmond out of the pistol. Ostrander the back behind him. Looks back at his coach for the play. There's a snap, handoff to Ostrander. He's going to bounce it around this side, trying to find some running room, and he tried to run over the Climbers, Ben Morford, who stops him at the 27-yard line, just about a yard short of the first down. So a 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1 from the 27.
Yeah, he's averaging 5 yards per carry.
Just under 10 minutes to go here in the half. 2-by-2 now for Redmond and the Cougars. Again, out of the pistol. Actually, call this a shotgun, not the pistol this time. Ostrander, a yard behind. Little push pass there to Bullock. Bullock is going to be pursued, turns the corner, hesitates, gets a first down up the sideline to the 10, and he's dropped just inside the 10-yard line there. And that's going to be a first down run, Jerry. Good run there.
Yeah, 16-yard run by Bullock.
So 1st and goal, they'll spot it at the 9. So give him an extra one there, Jerry. Make it 17.
Okay.
All right, you do what you want, Jets.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So 1st and goal from the 9 for the Cougars. 9:15 to go here in the half. They're leading 11-0. 3 receivers wide to the near side. Back to pass goes Redmond. He's going to roll out here near side, set his feet. Going to be slipping by a tackle. Got some running room. Cuts it at the 5. Spins, and the ball comes loose out of the end zone. It goes. And then some little extracurricular stuff going on, and a flag comes in. Now, Jerry, the ball went out of the end zone on a fumble. It's a touchback being announced here. However, we do have a penalty on the play, so let's see how they score this one. Go ahead, Jerry. You're going to say something. It's a touchback. We know that, but the penalty is going to affect how this comes out here. If the play stands, it's a break for the Highclimbers. They get the ball on their own 20. As it stands, we're still in the conference with the refereeing crew. This could be that game, Jerry, that we have a lot of conferences and a lot of discussions.
It's okay if they get it right.
That's true. But we always seem to have one game a year that just seems to be stretched out because of the officiating, and it's usually week 2 or 3.
I remember that last year, yeah.
And we are sitting in week 3, so this could be it. Now we get the discussion here as it continues, and the referees talking to the Cougar coach. And it does appear the Highclimbers have the ball, but there is that penalty. I imagine it's going to be half the distance, so put it at the 10 on the unnecessary roughness.
So that's the first penalty for the Highclimbers, correct?
No, it's a penalty on the Cougars. I didn't see that. They're going to refuse that, and then the personal foul on the Highclimbers. So they're offsetting. Okay, that makes sense now. It was a little extracurricular, some pushing, some shoving. I guess they're not. I see. Okay, now I'm figuring it out, Jerry. So the penalty on the Cougars was declined because they get the ball. The penalty on the Highclimbers is going to be half the distance from the 20. Should put them at the 10. That's what I thought was going to happen. So it's 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Highclimbers. Does that make any sense, folks? Jerry, does that make sense? Okay, Jerry says yes, it makes sense. So the penalty against the Cougars was declined because the Highclimbers get the ball. And then they take the penalty, and it ends up being 10 yards. So 1st and 10 from the 10 are the Highclimbers. Pistol formation, turn around, hand it off, and nowhere to run. Is going to be Benjamin Morford. And a loss of 4 on the play back at the 6. Make it 3 at the 7. Clock is running, 8:35 to go in the first half. 11 for Capital, nothing for Shelton. Climbers have the ball. 2nd down and 13. It'll be trips to the near side in the slot. Single receiver on the far side. Pistol formation for DePoe. I believe it's Morford behind him. 2 yards. Turn around and hand off to him, trying to find some running room up the middle. Not much running room there at all. Jerry might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, I think he lost a couple more.
You're right, he lost 2.
And it was Knight on the carry. So Robert Knight, the third, nowhere to run. Ball inside the 5 at just the 4-yard line. 3rd and 16 coming for the Highclimbers. 7:40 to go in the first half.
So we've had 1 turnover in this game, right?
Yes.
And that's by Capital.
Right.
Crucial one.
Crucial. Now the Highclimbers need to capitalize on it. Having some trouble trying to find some running room here are the Climbers. And we're going to have a timeout on the field by Capital Cougars. So we'll keep it right here. You know, Jerry, election season is upon us, and it's important to make informed decisions. With that in mind, there are several candidate forums scheduled in the next month to help you know who is running for Mason County Commissioner and 35th Legislative District State Representative. On October 10th, the Mason County Commissioner candidates will face off at Hoodsport Community Church. On October 16th, the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce is holding a candidates forum at Olympic Middle School in Shelton. That forum will be broadcast by Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. And the next day, October 17th, is the League of Women Voters of Mason County's Speed Dating with the Candidates in the POD3 Auditorium. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will broadcast the Speed Dating Forum.
And you will be doing many of those, won't you?
Well, 2 of those that I just listed here, and Jeff and I are working on our own little thing.
And a timeout was awarded to
Capital.
Okay, thank you.
So we're back to football, 7:34 to go here in the first half. 11-0 Capital with the lead. Shelton with the ball. They have a 3rd and 16 from their own 4-yard line. Pistol again for DePoe and company. 2 receivers on the near side. 1 on the far side. Here comes a blitz. Little quick dump off pass, and it goes through the hands and incomplete. It falls, intended for Cody Brotherton. Just a little too high for Cody. Couldn't bring it down, and it's now 4th and 16 from the 4. And Phipps is going to punt it from the back of his end zone.
Well, they're going to put an all-out rush on, on the punter here.
I'm sure they will, as they got a block on the last punt. And Phipps did turn around and make some positive yards out of it, but not enough for the first down. He's standing at the back of his end zone. 7.5 minutes to go here in the half. 4th down and 16. This time a quick, high, spiraling punt that'll sink there at the 34. Fair catch called for by Bullock, and the Cougars will take over on the Highclimber 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Nice punt, though.
Yeah, 30 yards, good hang time.
Nice spiraling punt. You don't see that often. It's a nice little spiral.
And no return?
No return. 34-yard line for the Cougars. 7:24 to go here in the half. They're leading 11-0. 2-1 for Redmond and company. Ostrander the back behind him. Out of the pistol he goes. Man in motion. The other side of the formation. Turned around, hesitated, and handed off to Ostrander. He'll bounce it around the outside, cut it up the middle, and dropped just inside the 25 to 24-yard line. That's a 10-yard, 11-yard pickup, Jerry. First down. No, not. Nope, he's short. It's a 9-yard pickup. I was wrong. They're going to spot him down at the 25.
9 yards.
Yeah,
okay.
9 yards. Needs about, less than a yard for the first down. 1-2 now for Redmond. Out of the pistol. Hand it off to Ostrander. He'll bounce it around the outside. Get the first down to 20-15. Still on his feet, and he'll tumble over a couple of Highclimbers to the 13-yard line. 1st and 10. Needed 1, and he got what? 9 more?
No, he got
12 more. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line for the Cougars. 6:35 to go in the half.
He is averaging 10 yards per carry. 66 yards so far.
One receiver near side to the far side. Out of the pistol goes Redmond. Ostrander the back behind him. Man in motion again across the formation. Handoff to Ostrander. He'll cut it up the middle and then score. Touchdown. He was angling it, then he found the seam and just scored it in for the score, Jerry. And it's now 17 to nothing.
Yeah, 13-yard touchdown carry by Ostrander, and that was his second touchdown of the game.
So Nolan Potts is on, and I think they're going to go for 2 again. Get everybody stacked up on the far side. There's the snap. Potts will throw it over to Bullock. Bullock nowhere to run. He's dropped, and the 2-point conversion does not go through, but the Cougars extend their lead to 17. 17 to nothing. Capital. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Well, we're back here at Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium. 6:14 to go here in the first half. Capital 17, Shelton nothing. Cougars going to kick it back to the Highclimbers here.
Yeah, Lucas Rodman, the quarterback for Capital, is 6 for 8. His leading receiver is number 7, Sparks.
And Potts has it teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Here's end-over-end kick. They'll be taking it to 5. 10, 15, trying to find some running room, spinning his way to just shy of the 20-yard line. The Cougars say they got a fumble here. And nope, it's the Highclimber ball. No fumble recovery there. I didn't see who the returner was, Jerry. I think it was Morford. They will spot the ball down at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 for Shelton.
$55-yard kickoff.
Oh, no, they're still deciding where the ball is going to be spotted. They'll spot it at the 20. All right, guys. As long as you get it right. So 1st and 10 from the 20 are the Highclimbers.
Yeah, Shelton can't get the running game going so far. They've thrown the Highclimbers for a loss of about 20 yards total tonight.
So 1st and 10 for Shelton on their own 20-yard line. 2 receivers on the far side, 2 on the near side. Pistol formation again for DePoe. He'll dump it off in the middle. It is caught by Henry. No gain there. Nice tackle by number 54 for the Cougars. That is Mac Wysocki. And Henry kind of gets up, hops around, then goes back to the turf. So Bennett Henry's going to have a timeout here for his injured player as he's got his helmet off and he's holding his left leg, folks. That's not good.
Not good.
5:46 to go here in the first half. And we have a timeout here on the field while they attend to Bennett Henry. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping bring this broadcast to you. They include Hood Canal Communications, Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners, Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, Mason County POD number 3, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate, Mason County POD number 1, and Mason Health.
You know, Diedrich, we really, like I've said before, we really appreciate our sponsors. And they've been very loyal for 3 years?
Several years, yes. The newest one would be Mason, the PUD number 1. I picked them up late last year. And we'll have to talk to Kristen up there again about extending because she's only going through the end of this year. And then Andy Conklin got him back on.
Good, that's good.
Hey, and Andy, if you're watching, remember you owe me a new spot, new copy coming. He was working on it earlier this week, and he hasn't gotten me anything as of yet, but I'm sure it's coming. He's probably in my inbox right now. But yeah, so we're still attending to Bennett Henry. We don't have the camera on him because it's we don't like to show that kind of stuff.
No.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting Next TV by HCC with Cloud DVR. Enjoy streaming on an all HD lineup on the preferred package with Cloud DVR. And for a limited time, get $90 off your first 6 months. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
This is a first responder, and same here. But did you know that these are first responders too? I just got hit! The towing industry is 15 times deadlier than all other private industries combined.
You see that?
You can change that by following the simple rule, slow down, move over.
It's the safe thing to do.
And
it's the law.
Make our freeways safer.
Slow down, move over.
Well, we're back here. Unfortunately, they're going to put Bennett Henry on the cart and take him off the field. His teammates are out there encouraging him. Hopefully it's nothing serious, just a precaution.
Let's hope so. On a side note, for Capital, their quarterback, Lucas Rodman, is
Redmond.
6 for...
It's an E.
I'm sorry,
You got
Redmond.
the tiny...
Small print.
Small
okay.
print, it's an E.
Thank you. Lucas Redmond, he's 6 for 8. His favorite target is number 7, and that is Nathaniel Taylor Sparks. And he has caught 4 passes for 38 yards already.
It's a good hand for the crowd for Bennett Henry as they take him off the field in the cart. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Highclimbers as resume play here with 5:45 to go in the half. Pistol formation for DePoe and company. 3 receivers in the trips set up, turn around, hand it off. Little hesitation and getting across the 20, about the 22. This is going to be Robert Knight on the carry. Nope, I'm sorry. It's Manzo. I'm sorry. This 0 and 6 are throwing me off here. It's Alberto Manzo. The 6, the 0, the 8s, they all look the same from this distance, Jerry. I don't know why.
He had a gain of 2 on that play.
3rd and 8 coming from the 22. 5:10 to go in the half. Roman Trevino wide to the near side. 3 receivers to the far side. Out of the pistol goes DePoe. Back to pass. It's going to turn and throw just out of the reach of Trevino. Incomplete. So Roman, 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a junior.
What's his number?
89.
Okay, thank you.
So that'll bring up 4th and 8 for the Highclimbers and a punt again for Braden Phipps. Standing at his 45 will be Ray Bullock. Phipps waiting for the snap. Faked it. It goes to one of the up men. Turning the corner. This is, who is that on the, it's going to be number 28 on the carry. That is Jacoby Fryer. Did he get enough for the first down? No, he did not. He got across the 25 to the 27-yard line. That'll be over on downs for the Highclimbers, and the Cougars will take over on the Shelton 27-yard line, 1st and 10 with 4:43 to go.
Yeah, he picked up 5 on the play.
It's a good idea. Can't lose anything at this point. So Redmond's still out there. Ostrander's still out there. 2 by 2 for the Cougars. And again, out of the pistol goes Redmond. Turn around, back to pass. Off the snap, got lots of time. He'll dance. He'll try to run. He's going to be tripped up. And no gain on the play. Good coverage this time by the Highclimbers in the secondary. Nowhere to go for Redmond. And second, and actually they're going to loss of 1. Jerry back to the 28. 2nd and 11. Clock is running, 4:15 to go in a half. Same formation, 2 by 2. Pistol. Looks back at his coach. Claps his hands, waits and hands it off to Ostrander. He tries the left side and nowhere to go. Dropped. Might have picked up a yard there. Gooley in there on the tackle. Now no gain. 3rd and 11. From the 28. .335 to go in the half. Same formation, 2 by 2. Pistol. Ostrander behind Redmond. Back to pass goes Redmond. He throws to the near side. Got a guy there right in the breadbasket. Touchdown for Hunter Sayer.
27-yard touchdown.
It's at 24-0. 3:22 to go here in the first half. So it looks like maybe the Cougars are going to kick the point after the traditional way. As Potts is on. The holder is Carter Pennington. High snap, put down well. Whoa, it's going to be blocked. And no good on that point after. So the score remains Capital 23, Shelton nothing. 3:22 to go in a half. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Well, Capital 23, Shelton nothing. 3:22 to go in the first half. Potts has it teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Brotherton on the far side. Phipps on the near side. High end over end. Kick will be taken at the 10 by Brotherton. To the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Still on his feet, and then he's driven back. But a good return for Cody Brotherton. 35 yards.
Nice to have you back, Cody.
Looked like they were just easing him into the lineup, Jerry. Now he's going to go to work. So 1st and 10. They'll spot the ball at the 34 for the Highclimbers. 3:14 to go in the half. They're trailing 23-0. Pistol formation again, 2 by 1, or actually 1 by 2 if you go from the inside out. Handoff and getting about a yard. This is going to be, I can't see the number, guys. I didn't see who it was. Still don't know who carried the ball, Jerry. Was it Phipps? No. I don't know who carried the ball, Jerry, to be perfectly honest. As Morford, okay, as he's going to as he heads to the sideline for a little bit of rest.
Going to give him one?
Yeah, give him one. Hard-fought one. DePoe will go again out of the pistol. Send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Back beside him and a back behind him. Turn around and on the rollout. And set his feet, throw down and seeing there's Brotherton with the reception at the 50 or the 25. Cuts it back at the 10. Slips another guy, and he's dropped inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Nice play there. Down inside the 10. They'll spot him at the 20 or at the 8.
49-yard pass play.
So the Highclimbers have a first and goal from the 8 now. 2 minutes and running on the clock. Ward goes wide to the far side. Full house backfield for DePoe. I think it's Morford behind him. Turn around and hand it off, and it's going to be Monzo making it just, he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, ends up dropping with a loss of 1 on the play. And I think we have a timeout with the Highclimbers.
Yeah, he broke one tackle, but...
the Cougars will call the timeout with 1:37 remaining here in the first half.
Their second timeout, Diedrich.
Okay. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, helps you know what local government is doing with live video streams of meetings for the Mason County Commission, the Shelton School Board, the North Mason School Board, the Porta-Valley Commission, and Mason County Fire District number 12. Watch past meetings of these entities as well as the Shelton City Council. Mason Web TV also covers the Porter Shelton Commission, the League of Women Voters of Mason County, and select informational meetings, the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce, the North Mason Chamber of Commerce, and the North Mason Community Voice. If you want to see what's going on, check out MasonWebTV.com every day. Daily. Back to football here. 1:37 to go in the first half. 23 for Capital. Nothing as of yet for the Highclimbers. They have a second and goal from the 9. Coming out of the timeout. Gooley in the backfield. Behind DePoe. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. And that's Trevino. Left comes up the side in the backfield with DePoe. Turn around, hand it off to Gooley. Gooley, 2 hands on the ball, fights his way inside the 5-yard line where he's dropped there about the 4-yard line.
5-yard carry.
Timeout this time. I say it's going to be the Cougars calling the timeout. Interesting that Capital is calling all the timeouts. They're out of timeouts, and the clock is stopped at 1:29.
That's their third and final timeout.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle at MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you will never miss anything. And we also appreciate it. Subscribing to our YouTube channel helps the algorithm for YouTube and lets us reach even more people with broadcasts like tonight. Highclimbers are up off the sidelines quickly. 1:29 to go. They have a third and goal from the 4. Gooley's still in there. He's going to go behind the wall. Looks like Phipps is in the middle. Left is to the Phipps's left. Can't see who the other guy's in there. Turn back to pass. It's going to be DePoe. Throws. It's incomplete. Intended for Brotherton on the slant. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Crowd wants a flag on that play, Jerry. I didn't see anything that didn't look too to.
I like that play, though. I thought.
Yeah, it was the right call.
It was a good call.
A little bit high. Now it's 4th and goal from the 4 for the Highclimbers. Shuffling everybody around. 2 receivers the far side. Trevino to the near side by himself, and I think the Highclimbers are going to have to call a timeout as the play clock is winding down. Highclimbers do call a timeout, and that, as Jerry indicates, is their first. So I think we'll step aside with 1:26 to go here in the half. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. KMAS Shelton.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting gig speed Wi-Fi. Enjoy lightning fast internet to connect your smart home and devices. For a limited time, get $90 off your first year of gig speed internet and $90 off your first year of smart Wi-Fi. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we're back here. Jack Stark Field, 4th and goal from the 4-yard line for the Highclimbers. Apologize, somebody bumped the camera and the clock is now off. I'll have to fix that in the halftime. Here come the Highclimbers off the sidelines, trying to score before the half runs out. Brotherton wide to the near side. 3 receivers go wide to the far side. Pistol formation for DePoe. Gooley the back behind him. Waiting for the snap. Back to pass goes to Poe. He's going to throw it to the far corner, turning and getting his foot down. No, he was out of bounds. Brotherton just couldn't drag it in. Oh my.
You only have to have 1 foot in,
right.
but he tried really
real hard, and he's discussing it with the referee. And nope, it goes over on downs to the Cougars. But a good effort there by Cody Brotherton.
Very good effort.
Tried to get that foot down. I think he got a lot of white in the foot, and when it came down, just too far out. He turned around 3 times to get that ball, Jerry. So 1st and 10 from the 4 for the Cougars. Goes over on downs with 1:21 to work. Got 96 yards to go. Redmond back to pass in his own end zone. He's going to step up and throw long. Got a guy there. Oh, just overthrew it. Intended for Hatch. Clayton Hatch was the intended target. Almost ran under it.
That was a 50-yard pass.
Boy, yeah. Yeah, wow. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 4 for the Cougars. 1:17 remains in the half. 2-by-2. Pistol again for Redmond and company. Back to pass in his own end zone. He'll dump it off this time. It is complete to Taylor Sparks. He'll get the first down right at the 15-yard line is where they'll drop him. Should be enough for the first down. Yep, it is. 1st and 10 from the 15. Minute 9 remaining, and the clock is stopped while they set the chains.
Sparks caught his 5th pass.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage are the Cougars. Pistol again, 3-by-1 this time. On the rollout on the near side. Complete the pass to Sayer. He'll step out of bounds at the 25. That should be enough for another first down. See where they spot him out. Yep, it's enough. Chains are moving. 25, 1st and 10. 52 seconds on the clock in the half. Cougars trying to put together a long drive here in the half. Highclimbers get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Pistol again. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. We have a whistle, and I think we're going to have a timeout by the Highclimbers. So we'll head to the sidelines. It's their 2nd timeout. Hey, election season is upon us, and it's important to make informed decisions. With that in mind, there are several candidate forums scheduled in the next month to help you make informed decisions and know who is running for Mason County Commission and 35th Legislative District State Representative. On October 10th, the Mason County Commissioners candidates face off at the Hood Sport Community Church. On October 16th, the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce is holding a candidates forum at Olympic Middle School in Shelton. That forum will be broadcast live on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. And the next day, October 17th, is the League of Women Voters of Mason County's speed dating with the candidates in the POD3 auditorium. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will be broadcasting the speed dating forum as well. Remember, if you haven't registered to vote, you have until November 5th to do so. Up until 8 o'clock. The day of. You can register and vote immediately.
There's no excuse.
No excuse whatsoever. Back to football. 1st and 10 from the 25 of the Cougars. On the rollout, and a little bit of pressure, stepping up, throwing in the middle, and intercepted at the 46 by Jax Ward. Just a little overthrown, and Ward just kind of got underneath it. Interception. 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers with 47 seconds remaining. I think that's probably the worst pass I've seen today from Redmond, Jerry. It just overthrew everybody except for Jax Ward. So the Highclimbers take the ball on the 48-yard line.
Is that the first or second turnover for Capital?
Second. First interception.
But they had a fumble.
Right, a fumble in the end zone, out the back of the end zone for the touchback. Highclimbers send 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Pistol for DePoe. 1 back behind him. Back to pass goes DePoe. A little blitz picked up. DePoe on the run. He's going to go sideways at the 50, turn it up, and try to get out of bounds. I think he was ridden out of bounds there. I think he got out of bounds just to stop the clock, and it was a flag
no gain.
down.
No gain.
Yeah, I thought there saw some laundry out there, Jerry. Yep. It's going to be a hold on the Highclimbers. And the hold was occurred at the 45. So that should mark the Highclimbers back, march them back to the 35, their own 35. And that's going to make it, no, wait a minute, hold on a second. I'm wrong, I don't understand that call.
Well,
They must have refused the penalty, Jerry. I saw the indication of hold and must have refused it. 2nd and 10 from the 48 are the Highclimbers. So no penalty there, because it would have been 1st down. Trips to the far side, 1 to the near side. That's Trevino. Back to pass goes to Poe. Again, a breakaway, throw over the middle and off the hands. I think it was intended for 100 left. Yeah.
Number 34. Yeah.
Yep. Incomplete, makes it 3rd and 10 from the 48. I understand the logic there. Rather than make it 1st down in a bunch, make it 2nd down and 10, as the Highclimbers haven't really proven that they can move the ball on the Cougars yet tonight. So
well, it'll give Capital another chance maybe to get the ball back.
Possibly. 33 seconds remain in the half. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Pistol for DePoe. Left will shift over to the left side. Low snap, picking it up and having to run is now DePoe, and he'll get to midfield before he's pulled back.
Looks like a loss of 2. Let's see where they spot it.
And a timeout on the field. Brings a 4th down, and it looks like they're going to spot it at the 49 of the Highclimbers in a 3-yard loss.
Okay.
Looks like it.
Yep.
And we have another injured Highclimber. That's why the clock is stopped. I think it's, it's Wyatt DePoe, slow to get up this time. He's going to have to go out for a play here.
So that's the 3rd timeout for the Highclimbers?
I think it was an injury timeout. No.
Injury timeout?
Well, they're pointing timeout to the Cougars. Cougars don't have any timeouts left.
No, they don't.
So it has to be a Highclimber timeout. I don't know. Again, we were having one of those. Referees are still.
Not a clear clarification.
Yeah. It'll be 4th down. We know that. And let's see what the Highclimbers are going to do here with this 4th down.
I think they're going to punt.
You think they're going to punt?
Oh, yeah, because
25 seconds.
Yeah, if you're going to give Capital pretty good possession, field possession. And they give them time to,
Yeah, Jerry's right. Phipps is going to go back and punt it away. 25 seconds remain here. Bullock back about the 17-yard line. Wait for this punt from Phipps.
Yeah, Phipps' last punt was pretty good.
He got it off quickly as the Cougars have been coming all night long. High snap. Phipps puts it down, puts it up, partially blocked, but gets it away. Another spiraling kick that's going to hit at the 35 and roll out of bounds about the 30. Taking that Highclimber bounce.
22-yard punt, good roll.
I think somebody got a piece of it too, Jerry. Going to spot it at the 29, 1st and 10 for Capital. 18 seconds remain in the half. Score, Capital 23, Shelton nothing.
Well, time for Capital to throw it a couple times, maybe 3 times if they go to the sideline.
So Redmond will go out of the pistol. Sayer behind him. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Back to pass. He's going to flare it out to Ostrander, who's from the backfield. He's going to angle his way to the outside. Going to go up the sidelines as a flag comes flying in from the secondary. As Ostrander gets out of bounds across the 40, about the 43-yard line, it looks like. We're going to figure out the flag, however. We have 10 seconds remaining in the half now. This one's going to go on the Cougars. For whatever reason, the referee is indicating everything to the far sidelines. That's not where anybody is but the Cougars.
Well,
there he comes.
It nullifies a first down.
Now he's got to figure it. It's going to be a hold on the Cougars. And marching back 15 from the spot.
That's the 4th penalty on Capital.
Should put them back about the 20, well, I'm going to say 31-yard line. So 1st and 8 for the Cougars after the penalty. 10 seconds remaining in the half. Redmond out of the pistol. He's got 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side, and Ostrander is the back behind him. Leth shows his blitz and steps out of it. Redmond's going to step up and throw down the field, and that's incomplete. Intended for Hatch.
Nice pass coverage.
A couple of Highclimbers in there and the coverage.
Was it Troy Green, number 4?
Yeah, Green, Hardy also in there. It's 2nd and 8.
We have mentioned Hardy's name several times tonight on defense.
At
least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, he's been all over the place. So 4 seconds remain. It's 2nd down and 8 from the 31. So Redmond's going to go out of the pistol again. He's got that 3-by-1. Turn around, hand it off to Ostrander, trying to find some running room around the right side. Hesitates, gets to across the 35 to the 36. And that will do it for the first half. So 1 half in the books. Capital on top, 23-0 here in Shelton. We'll take a break, come back with some halftime statistics. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting gig speed Wi-Fi. Enjoy lightning-fast internet to connect your smart home and devices. For a limited time, get $90 off your first year of gig speed internet and $90 off your first year of smart Wi-Fi. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV powered by HCC is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
And we're back. It's halftime. Capital 23. Shelton nothing. Got the junior dance team going on here. I was asked to make sure I get this on. Hopefully you can see it well. There's a lot of young ladies out there dancing away here as Jerry does his statistics. And there
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute, he says. So, let's see what we can do here. There you go. Well, there are your junior dancers this year. Well, let's see. Talking about next week a little bit, Highclimbers are traveling to Chehalis next Friday to take on WF West. We'll be on hand for that game. Kickoff Friday is 7 p.m. The Cougars open Puget Sound League play next Friday, traveling to Peninsula High School. I'm not sure if you can find that on the NFHS network or not, but if you're familiar with that, you can figure that out. Interested in it. So our halftime score, Capital 23, Shelton nothing. Jerry,
I'm ready.
You ready? Go for halftime statistics for us.
I am. Thank you, Diedrich. For Capital, they have completed 12 passes for 103 yards. Remember that number. And on the running game, they had 103 yards.
Okay, all right.
So a total of 206 yards for Capital. They had 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, 1 interception. Penalty-wise, they had 4 penalties for 40 yards. Ostrander had, hope I'm saying that right, had 2 touchdowns. And there was a 27-yard pass play to number 1, and that is Hunter
Sayer.
Yeah. And then also there was a field goal by Potts, a 35-yard field goal. So there's been 3 touchdowns for Capital, 1 field goal, and we've had, I think they're 1 for 3 on their point after attempts, and the first one was good for 2 points.
Right.
So,
yeah.
2 turnovers, like I mentioned. Okay, Shelton. Shelton was 3 for 9 in the passing game for 55 yards. The leading ball carrier was Cody Brotherton. He caught 2 passes for 54 yards, had a beautiful catch for 49 yards, and almost had a touchdown. Just couldn't quite get that foot in bounds. I want to mention that Ward had an interception, okay? And a nice 35-yard, well, I mentioned that too. Cody Brotherton had a 35-yard run back.
Right.
So Cody has been doing a nice job on his return from a week off. Hardy, I heard his name many times.
Yeah,
saw
defensively,
it. Ward, nice pass defensive. Was able to break up that one pass.
Right.
Did a nice job on that. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the running game going. Minus 12 yards altogether. So if you take the 55 yards that we had passing and the minus 12 on the rushing, we had 43 yards total compared to 206 for Capital.
Right. Okay.
So I'm done.
Jerry's done. Okay. Well, halftime score: Capital 23, Shelton nothing. Got quite a bit of time to talk about stuff. We'll take a timeout. We'll talk more here from Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium, on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting Next TV by HCC with Cloud DVR. Enjoy streaming on an all HD lineup on the preferred package with Cloud DVR. And for a limited time, get $90 off your first 6 months. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting gig speed Wi-Fi. Enjoy lightning fast internet to connect your smart home and devices. For a limited time, get $90 off your first year of gig speed internet and $90 off your first year of smart Wi-Fi. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And we're back here. Halftime score. Sorry, Capital 23, Shelton nothing. Jerry had a little bit more to talk about.
I did. I do. Sorry. Capital had 9 first downs compared to Shelton's 4. Completions, I think I mentioned that Shelton was 3 for 9 and Capital was 8 for 13 in the passing game. As far as the penalties, Shelton only had 1 penalty because that other one was declined.
Right.
So I think I'm correct on that. And I mentioned Cody had a 35-yard return. 2 nice kickoffs by Capital, by Potts. 1 for 52 yards and 1 for 55 yards. So did you think of anything else as far as highlights?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Been a lot of Capital highlights. We were talking, Jerry and I were talking before the game about the Capital quarterback. And I got to say, I wasn't overly impressed watching him on film, but watching him live is a whole different thing. My goodness, he's got poise. He stands in there and he delivers.
He has a nice arm.
Yeah.
And I heard that from a couple people who had watched the Olympia Capital game and the Chehalis game with Capital.
And he is a junior, so yeah, look out. Capital's got at least 1 more year of.
And of course, the one that really hurt Capital is they had that fumble in the end zone.
Right.
And then that gave a touchback to the Highclimbers.
Right, and there was a penalty on that, and that ended up being a half the distance thing because it was a unsportsmanlike deal between a couple of players.
Yeah, Capital also had a block punt.
Right.
And Ward had a nice interception.
Right.
And we hope that Bennett Henry is going to be okay.
Right, he's out, taken off the field. There's an ambulance across the field over there, Jerry, but it hasn't moved. So
that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. They did take him off by cart, although I don't think the ambulance was here at that time, so I'm not really sure. Central Mason Fire, always on scene.
I want to go back to Ward. Okay. Ward made a nice defensive play down here against Capital on a pass that was thrown by the Capital quarterback. So he's done a nice job out there on pass defense along with Hardy.
So let's talk a little bit about the Highclimbers and their secondary and their defense. They've been tested the first 3 weeks. A great quarterback at River Ridge, which was a surprise to me. Last week, North Thurston's quarterback did, he had the Highclimbers hopping in the secondary, but there's that dual threat there with the running game for North Thurston. So yeah, kind of like what Capital is.
With Ostrander.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about Ostrander, I mentioned he had 9 carries for 84 yards. So he's averaging about 9.4 yards per carry. Of course, it doesn't hurt to have he's had several nice gains.
Yeah, he's
1 for 33 yards.
He's very fast when he gets the ball, and he knows where to run, and he sees holes that you wouldn't think are there. I mean, he's got an angle usually when he gets the handoff, and he goes fast, and then next thing you know, he's cutting the other direction and leaving people in the dust. And boy, very, very tough runner.
Yeah, well, I'd heard that coming in.
So Jerry does a little more scouting on things, things that I do.
Well,
I watched a couple of quarters of the Capital Chehalis game from last week, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So
I go by what parents and by what bystanders in Olympia have said.
Well, living in the heart of Olympia, you kind of have that advantage than me, who lives on the outskirts of Mason County. All right, folks, so we got a couple of minutes before the third quarter. Highclimbers, and I got this right, Jerry. Correct me if I'm wrong. Highclimbers will get the ball to start the third quarter.
That is correct, because they deferred.
Right, I blew that last week so bad, but every time I get in South Sound Stadium, I blow that every time. I don't know what it is about that stadium. I get confused. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with third quarter, 23-0. Capital on top of the Highclimbers. Shelton will get the ball. To start the third.
I'm talking too much and not getting my job done.
Oh, you're doing fine, Jerry. Thank you. We'll be back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMS Shelton.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and the Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting gig speed Wi-Fi. Enjoy lightning-fast internet to connect your smart home and devices. For a limited time, get $90 off your first year of gig speed internet and $90 off your first year of smart Wi-Fi. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Well, the Highclimbers are out there waiting for the third quarter kickoff. I was going to play another spot, but I don't think I have time, folks, as clock's starting to wind down. Highclimbers will start the third quarter with the ball, and they're in the hole, 23-0. Jerry, what do you think here? Why am I getting the wrong thing on this camera here? Let's try that, Huh, interesting. Okay, a camera has frozen, folks, so let's try that. Nope, that's not working. Here's a run up in the kick. I'll have to do this old school here as the ball's taken at the 9 by Brotherton. Brotherton will get smothered under at the 11-yard line. My camera is frozen, folks.
Another nice kickoff by Potts of 53 yards.
Let's try this.
Nice to have Cody back.
Thank you for your patience, folks. Sometimes technology likes to fail us every once in a while.
Got it back, huh?
I got it back.
Good.
Note to self, if it freezes, unplug it and plug it back in. It works.
You've got 3 cameras to work on. I mean, all that technology you have, you're amazing.
Well, thanks, Jerry. 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers at the 10-yard line. 2 by 1, the Highclimbers, as Rhodes will go in front of DePoe out of the pistol. Low snap, and it's in the end zone, and gathering it up, I believe it's going to be Morford who gathered it up, and that's a safety. Has to be a safety.
Yeah, it is.
Or do we have a penalty? Yeah, they do finally call the safety, and the Cougars get 2 points, making it 25-0.
And unfortunately, that turnover was the second one for the Highclimbers.
So the Climbers are going to kick it back to the Cougars here after the safety. Not to dwell on my technical issues, but it always happens after a long pause. You have all the time in the world to fix it, and you fix something else, and you don't notice that the other thing is broken.
Let me ask you a question now.
Sure.
Shelton will be kicking from the 20. Do they have a choice of punting or kicking off?
I believe so.
I would say they'd probably kick off, right?
They're going to kick off because Weir's going to tee it up at the 20. He's out there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good question. With all the changes in kickoff rules and the NFL, I get really confused sometimes. I do not like
it is very confusing.
I don't like the kickoff in the NFL.
I do not like that NFL ruling now.
Well, Weir's got it teed up at the 20. He's going to kick it off to the Cougars. Here's the run up and the kick. Weir's got a end-over-end kick's going to drive Bullock back to inside the 30 to 27. This is actually going to be number 8 on the return. Slipped one tackle, and then he's dropped at the 43-yard line. That's Clayton Hatch with the return.
That was a nice kickoff, 52 yards by Weir.
So the Cougars will start on their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10. It looks like Redmond's going to continue at quarterback. Ostrander out there as well.
Yeah, they needed a good kickoff there.
Looks like Sayer and Bullock will be the wideouts on the far side. Hatch and Taylor Sparks will be the wideouts on the near side. So 2 by 2. Pistol for Redmond. Ostrander the back behind him, about 3 yards. Ostrander claps once, get the guy in motion. That's Taylor Sparks. Get the reception, though, is going to be Hatch on that wide receiver's screen. Gets right to midfield. And an 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2 for the Cougars, leading 25-0. Approaching 11:15 to go here in the third quarter.
So a pickup of about 8 on that play?
Yep, 8. Cougars not in too much of a hurry in this third quarter now. Again out of the pistol. Turn around, hand it off to Ostrander, who picks some running room, goes up the middle, gets the first down, and is pulled back as he got to the Highclimber 45. It's a little different than I described in the halftime, is Ostrander kind of was patient on that and waited for the hole to develop before he hit the second gear. Did get the first down, and it's 1st and 10 from the 45 down.
First down and 10 on the 45.
Trying to figure out who number 31 is, and I do not have it on my sheet for the Cougars. He's the up back, and he goes in motion. Turn around, hand it off to Ostrander, trying to get to the outside. Stutter steps, gets one guy, gets by a couple more, and then run out of bounds inside the 35, up the 31-yard line. Good patient running by Ostrander. And there is a timeout on the field for, we have another down to Highclimber, Jerry, just in front of the Highclimber sidelines. And well, they'll attend to him.
I'm going to give him 14 yards on that play.
Okay.
And he's taken off where he left. Or where he left off in the first half. Yeah, you're right. He cuts very well. Yeah, when he gets that hole, boy, I tell you.
So up off in his own power is going to be Dalton Kilbaki. He'll hobble his way over to the sidelines and get out the field on his own power. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars on the Highclimbers 31-yard line. 10-19 remains here in the third quarter. Again, Capital with a 25-0 lead on the Highclimbers.
And that was 11th first down for Capital.
Again, Redmond goes out of the pistol. He's got a receiver on each side. And Ostrander to the back. He'll turn around and fake the handoff. He's on the rollout, and then he's cut off, and he's got to scramble. This turns it upfield, runs out of bounds inside the 30. And where are they going to mark him out? About the 28, it looks like. One referee spawning into 26. The other one's at the 28. They're going to move it back. They're going to put it at the 28.
It looks like a 4-yard.
Third down, or 3-yard pickup, it looks like.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 28, 2nd and 7. From the 28 are the Cougars. Getting the man in motion, high snap. This time hand it off to Ostrander. Ostrander hits the hole and bursts to the sideline, up the sideline, out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
15-yard carry by Ostrander.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 12. clock is stopped at 10:06 to go, third quarter.
118 yards so far.
Wow. That's all I got to say is wow.
Yeah.
Pistol again for Redmond. He's got a receiver on each side. Turn around, hand it off to Ostrander. He'll go to the right, then cut it up the seam. Try to bowl over a couple of guys. Got inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Looks like a pickup of 4 on the play.
Second down and 6 coming for the Cougars. Spot the ball middle of the field.
These stat sheets you've given me are great.
I'm glad you like them, Jerry.
I really do. Thank you.
And then next week we'll change them, make them even better. So this time Ostrander sends 2 receivers to the near side, and offset in the backfield is Ostrander. Redmond will, on the rollout, set his feet, throw to the end zone. It is complete for the touchdown. Number 1, that is Hunter Sayer with the TD from 7 yards out on that catch. And that extends the Capital lead to 31-0. And the Cougars are out there, and they're going to do this 2-point conversion again, Jerry, where they stack up most everybody to the left, 1 receiver to the right, 1 guy in the backfield with Potts and then a snapper, and then they're going to set everybody up in the middle. They'll shift in, and it'll go. They're going to kick the extra point this time, Jerry. That's interesting. And they got an extra guy or a late addition to the offensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be a false start. It looks like the play clock is down to 4. So that's not an issue. Yep, it's going to be a false start, so that'll march him back 5 yards.
Yeah. Sayer has caught 2 touchdown passes already today. Number 1 for Capital.
So they'll be kicking the extra point from the 15, so this will be a 25-yard extra point for Potts. Waiting for the snap, a little high bobbled, and then it gets it down. Kick is still good, though. It looks like, oh boy, it is.
A line drive?
Oh, well, it's a little more than a line drive. Great job by the holder, number 16, and that's Carter Pennington, just to get that ball down. Got to give him props for that, and then Potts stayed in his whole routine and kicked it up and through.
Yeah.
So it's now 32-0. We'll take a break. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Potts has it teed up at the 40. Kick it back to the Highclimbers. There's a run up end the kick. High end over end kick. That'll be taken at the 11. And fighting his way for the 15. I'm going to believe that's Phipps, but I didn't quite see it. Yeah,
got it up
Phipps.
to about the 24, 25.
I'm going to spot him at the 25. It was Phipps on the return.
15-yard return.
So first and 10 for the Highclimbers at the 25-yard line. 9:12 to go, third quarter. And look, we have a new quarterback, Jerry. It's going to be Trevor Gott, the sophomore. 5'10". Say he's only 132 pounds, Jerry, but let's see if Gott can get something going for the Highclimbers here. As he'll send 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Got a guy behind him and a guy in front of him. Out of the pistol. Turn around, hand it off. And bursting into the secondary is going to be Morford, fighting all the way up outside the 40 to the 42. Benjamin Morford with a great run up the middle, Jerry.
Yeah, 17-yard carry by Morford.
Is that the biggest gain of the night for the Highclimbers?
That is.
Okay.
It was 16 before. Yeah.
Right.
That was on the
fake punt. Or actually, yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers. They'll spot the ball at the 43-yard line. Gott will go out of the pistol. He's got 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side, back behind him, and back in front of him and to his right. That's left. He'll move over to the right side, so he's left to the right. A little quick dump off and a completed pass. And we have another Highclimber down on the reception. And that was to Brotherton, and Brotherton slow getting up.
Oh.
We just got him back, and Brotherton is slow at getting up after that catch of 5 yards. He slid down. Actually, it was 4 yards, wasn't it? 47. That's 5 yards. Stay with the 5. Give him 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 once you get Brotherton up off the field. Now, Cody suffered an ankle injury in the first game, missed last week. They brought him in slowly into this game, and he's been working well, and now they're stretching out that leg, it looks like. Looks like it's his left leg that they're working on there, Jerry. I'm assuming this might just be a little bit of a leg cramp. I don't know. I'm assuming a lot of things. We've had a couple of injuries.
Yeah.
Let's hope that Cody can get back up and continue to play. Of course, he has to go out.
I've had a chance to talk to Cody a couple times, whether it be after a basketball game or whatever. A really nice young man.
Every Friday, MasonWebTV.com provides helpful driving tips with the Wise Drive, a weekly column by Doug Dahl, a communications lead for the Washington Traffic Safety Commission, and a self-confessed traffic safety nerd. The Wise Drive is like Dear Abby, but for driving. The column is driven by reader questions, but also covers current traffic safety issues. Wise Drive appears in numerous newspapers in Washington State and is posted at MasonWebTV.com every Friday. So back to football. It's 2nd and 5 from the 47 for the Highclimbers as Brotherton slowly walks off the field. They got to get him off the field before they start playing here. As Gott is out of the pistol. He's got 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, and back behind him. I'll wind the clock. 8:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Here's the snap. Turn around, dump it off, and it's off the hands, incomplete. Intended for number 15. That's Bryson Rooks. And Bryson heard some footsteps coming at him before he got that ball. He wanted to run, and it's incomplete. It's 3rd and 5 from the 47. Rooks out. Jax Ward in. Here comes Alberto Manzo, and Knight will step off the field.
They're working on Cody's left calf.
Now it looks like it's a cramp. They're really working that roller on him. So 3-by-1 for Gott and company. Out of the pistol. Here comes the blitz by the Cougars, and they'll back off. Back to pass goes Gott. He'll dump it off. It is just out of the reach of intended target out there, and I think that was Trevino intended there. Number 89, incomplete. It's 4th and 5. So here comes a punting unit for the Highclimbers as Phipps is going to go out there to punt it away. And Bullock will stand about the 20-yard line waiting for this punt from Phipps from the 47. 8:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Snap, and here comes the rush. Kick is up and high and a little bit deeper. A fair catch called for. And the Bullock will grab it at the 27-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
On a 25-yard punt, no return. Good hang time again.
Yep. Consistency for Braden Phipps. And the Cougars are actually going to start at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Just under 8 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. They're leading 32-0. Redmond's still out there at QB for the Cougars. Ostrander in the backfield with him. Out of the shotgun this time. 2 receivers on each side. There's the snap and hand it off to Ostrander. He'll come to the left side, being pursued and then chopped down at the 30.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
Left in there on the tackle. And Morford also in on the tackle. They'll give him the 31. It'll be 2nd down and 7. for the Cougars. Clock is running at under a minute, 7.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Pistol again for Redmond, 2x2 with Ostrander behind him, man in motion. Fake that pitch to him, and then he'll step back and throw down the middle. It is a diving catch in the middle. Nice play there by Bullock into Highclimber territory at the 47-yard line. He just laid out for that one, Jerry, and caught it on the dive.
21-yard pass play.
First and 10 for the Cougars. $6:55 to go, third quarter. Handoff to Ostrander. Trying to find some running room. Got a blocker in front of him. Pursued, and a flag goes flying in at the end of the play. Pursued by Gooley and tackled by Gooley with left.
Yeah.
And who else was in there?
I think it's going to go against Shelton.
Mason Guard also in there on the tackle. We're going to clear up that flag on the field at the 45. It's going to be a hold on the Cougars.
I did not see that. Did you?
You can call a hold on every play, Jerry.
I know you can.
That.
I know you can.
It was at the end of the play, so it must have been in that little scrum block that Ostrander was involved in at the end of the tackle. So they're going to mark it off 10 yards from that spot.
Okay.
It'll march them back to their side of the 50 at the 45, so it'll be first and 18.
The reason why I say that is I didn't see any Capital players in that area.
Oh, there was a lead blocker for Ostrander. He must have done the holding, trying to hold a couple of Highclimbers.
Okay.
Didn't work. Got caught as well. 1 by 3, I should say. Out of the pistol goes Redmond. Got those three receivers on the far side. Back to pass he goes. He's going to be flushed out. He'll step up, and he's going to tuck under and run to the 50. 45, sips out of bounds. So it looks like he picked up 10 yards. And again, my camera's frozen. There we go. Wow. I apologize, folks. I don't know what's going on with the cameras today. So second down and 7.
Yeah, now Capital is in 4-down territory.
They'll spot the ball at the 44 of the Highclimbers. 6:29 to go in the third quarter, leading the 32-0. Pistol again for Redmond. He's got 1 by 2, man in motion across the formation. Hand off to Ostrander. He'll pick his way, go right, then cut up the seam and get to the 30, and he's still on his feet. He's pulling the Highclimbers with him inside the 30 to the 27. First down.
27-yard carry.
Clock is running, 6:15 to go, third quarter.
He's already picked up 67 yards this half on 6 carries. Again, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry.
So 1 receiver on this near side, 2 to the far side. Out of the pistol goes Redmond with Ostrander behind him. Turn around and fake the handoff, back to pass. He's looking to the right, throws for the end zone. Got a guy there, right in the bird basket. Touchdown. That's Dante Pridgen, number 80 with the touchdown. That's his second one, isn't it, Jerry? I believe so.
Number 80?
Yep.
So 27-yard touchdown pass.
Makes it 38-0 with 5:47 to go in third quarter. And here's that 2-point attempt formation that they have. And then they'll bring everybody back in, and Potts will attempt the traditional 1-point attempt.
No, that was his first touchdown.
I thought he got one earlier, but
no, number 1 did.
Okay.
Got 2.
All right. Here's the snap. The spot is down. Kick is up. It's blocked this time. That was Hunter Leff who got his hands on it, and that extra point is no good. But the damage was done. The Capital Cougars now lead 38-0. 5:47 to go third. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
And we're back here at Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium, 38-0, 5:47 to go, third quarter. Capital on top, and they're kicking it back to the Highclimbers.
Yeah, Ostrander has 151 yards.
Potts has it teed up at the 40. Here's the run up and the kick. This one's going to be kind of a low kick. That'll be scooped up at the 20 by Phipps, I believe. He'll return it to about the 27.
About a 7-yard return, 40-yard kickoff. Probably just as effective.
Yeah, keep him guessing. So 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers. They're going to spot it at the 27-yard line.
I think they realize Phipps can bring the ball back pretty well.
Yeah, you're right there with the camera on the action here.
Well, let's see if Shelton can get something going here.
Now the first play with Gott at quarterback was a big spurt of yardage, but it kind of stalled after that on the last possession. Oh, we had a penalty on the play, I guess. And I'll put the ball back at the 20. Well, it's going to be inside the 15. Well, I didn't see the call, Jerry. Did you even see a flag out there?
I think it was holding.
Okay.
And
so they'll spot the ball at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers. Gott is a 2-by-1. Turn around, and somehow the ball got to the running back off of Gott's chest, I believe, and he got back to the line of scrimmage over on the left side. And you see the ball carrier was.
No loss of 1 on the play.
So the loss of 1, okay. All right. Clock is running, 5:20 to go, third quarter. Highclimbers taking their time. Oh, I guess that was Knight on the carry as he's trotting off the field as Menzo is back in there.
Well, Gott's 1 for 2 so far in the passing game.
Send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Get out of the pistol. Turn around, hand it off. This is Menzo fighting his way to the 15. Alberto Menzo.
Sure.
Pick up a couple yards there. Brings up 3rd and 9 from the 15.
That was his 2nd carry of the ball game. 2 carries for 4 yards.
Another guy coming off with a little bit of a limp. That's Keenan Moore. 3 receivers in the trips formation in the slot on the near side, 1 on the far side. Pistol formation for Gott. Looks things over, gets the ball. Back to pass. He's on the rollout. Looks down the field to dump it off to Rhodes. It's complete up to the 17-yard line. And it's 4th down. And Phipps is probably going to punt it away for the Highclimbers. As Bullock will go back and wait about midfield for this punt from Phipps, who will be kicking from his end zone, right at the goal line, actually. And then we're going to have too many people on the field. Yeah, it was a player who jumped off the field just not quite in time. So we're going to have too many guys on the field. So that'll put him back 5 yards. Just the way he hopped out of bounds real quick.
That's right, yeah.
I won't say the number, but it's just the way he hopped out of bounds.
Well,
yeah. I'm going to officially call it a substitution violation. So that'll march him back. Looks like the 12-yard line now.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
Yep. Too many guys on the field, substitution violation, whatever you want to call it. Same difference, really. And Phipps is standing midway in his end zone to punt this ball away. Here comes the rush by the Cougars, and Phipps gets it off. It's high, another fair catch called for by Bullock. He'll grab it at the 36, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cougars. I'm going to call it 35.
Well, Capital has got good field position again.
Yeah.
Fortunately, depending on who you are.
Depending on who you're rooting for here. 3:17 to go, third quarter, 38 for Capital, nothing for Shelton. In the pistol, 2x2 for Redmond. He'll turn around, he'll hand it off, and here's Ostrander trying to go around the right side, and he'll bust it up. See you later, touchdown. Nobody can get to him. He just broke through the line and scampered up the sidelines.
35-yard touchdown.
Yeah, 35 yards later, and they put the scoreboard at the 44. And that should be a running clock from here on out.
Yeah.
That 40-point cushion. So Potts is on to kick the point after. See if we can do a little better job this time. All that movement might throw everybody off. They're waiting for the snap. Snap high, put it down. Kick is up. Oh, it hit the crossbar and went off. Oh, back-to-back missed extra point tries for Potts.
Yeah, they haven't been very successful on their point after attempts.
Well, the snaps are a little high.
Okay.
And, it throws everything off, doesn't it? It's momentum. It's just like snap down, spot down, and the kick. Potts is going through his motions, but if the ball isn't placed down properly, he's
good observation. Good
nothing
job.
You can do about that.
Yeah.
3:08 to go in the third quarter. 44 for Capital, nothing for Shelton. We'll just keep it right here as the Cougars are going to be kicking it back to the Highclimbers here. Phipps is going to go wide to the far side. Ward will be deep, actually, at the 10 on the near side. Potts is going to tee it up at the 40. I'm really impressed with Potts as a kicker, aside from his miscues on the holding and the snapping, but he's a very impressive kicker. And he'll go back to boot this way as this ball back to the Highclimbers. Last one was kind of a line drive pooch kick that Phipps picked up short. Now here's a run up and the boot. This time will be end over end, and Phipps will take it at the 5. Get to the 10, 15, 20. Get to the outside, and he's not going to get much more. He'll drop to about the 22, 23-yard line.
Well, piggyback on what you're saying, Potts is averaging about 53, 54 yards of kickoff, except for that one.
Right, that was just a little pooch kick. So Highclimbers will start at their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. 2:44 to go here in the third quarter. And with this 44-point difference, it'll be a running clock. The clock will stop on scores.
Penalties?
Penalties if there's a long discussion. And, of course, timeouts and end of quarters. So God will go out of the pistol. He's got 2 receivers near side, one on the far side. Handoff, though, and this will go to Monzo, I believe. He'll spin his way across the 25 to the 27. I think it was Manzo. Yeah, it was Manzo. Alberto Manzo with the carry.
And that's his 3rd carry of the ball game. Good carry. Got about 5 yards on that
give
play.
him 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 28.
Yeah, he's picked up 11 yards on 3 carries.
Clock is running with 1:45 to go here in the third quarter. Again, the score, Capital 44, Shelton nothing. The Climbers have the ball and have a 2nd and 5 from their own 28-yard line. Trevor got the quarterback out of the pistol, turn around, hand it off. And here is Manzo weaving his way to the first down marker and a little bit more across the 35 to the 36, 37-yard line.
Let's give him 8 yards.
That's good for another Highclimbers.
They'll spot the ball at the 37. First and 10 as Knight will go out. I guess it was Knight on the carry, not the.
Oh, I'm
Manzo.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was my bad, Jerry. I said 0 and the 6 and the 8s are really difficult with this border.
Yeah.
So first and 10. Down marker says they changed it. Turn around and a quick slant pass intended for Robert Sorg, a little low, incomplete. Now it's second and 10 from the 37. 36 seconds and counting on the third quarter clock. I think the Highclimbers need to get a playoff here to end the quarter. As Leth will step off the field and Rhodes will step on. And the clock continues to run. The play clock is off because it was the 40 seconds was at 37 or so. And so the Highclimbers look like they're going to get a playoff here with 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Got out of the pistol, and I think he'll just hold here too. Nope, he's going to get it off, hand it off. And here goes Manzo this time, and he's at the 40. Hesitates in, he's dropped at the 43-yard line. And that'll put us through 3 quarters. We head to the fourth, Capital up 44-0 on Shelton. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting gig speed Wi-Fi. Enjoy lightning fast internet to connect your smart home and devices. For a limited time, get $90 off your first year of gig speed internet and $90 off your first year of smart Wi-Fi. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything.
We head to the fourth quarter of play. Capital 44, Shelton nothing. The Highclimbers will have a 2nd and 4 from their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, Manzo's had 4 nice carries for 15 yards.
Pistol again for Gott. Got a guy behind him, a guy in front of him, and to his right, 2 receivers near side, hash mark near side, and 1 receiver to the far side. All alone. Here is the snap to Gott, and no snap to Gott, as a little bit of an encroachment there by the Cougars, and that'll give the Highclimbers first down by penalty. Put them on at the 49, it looks like, and it should be 1st and 10 from there.
Offsides on the play. Maybe a 5-yard penalty.
So the Highclimbers will get a first down by penalty and stay with the same formation. Here's a snap, a turnaround, a hand it off. Here's Manzo trying to find some running room around the right side. He's driven back. Forward progress should get him back to the line of scrimmage, and it does. So 2nd and 10 coming. Should note we are in the running clock here with 11:15 in the ball game. Robert Sorg will step onto the court. Here comes Robert Knight, the 3rd, as well as Manzo will get a rest.
Shelton's had 7 first downs in the game.
10:55 on the game clock. God will send 1 receiver to the near side. That's Phipps, 2 to the far side. Knight, the back behind him. Rhodes, the back in front of him, who goes in motion. Low snap, and Knight has to fall on it. A loss of 5 on the play. The way Phipps was running down the field, I think that might have been supposedly going for him in the long pass, but it's 3rd down and 15 from the 44 for the Highclimbers. Rhodes goes out and Left comes back in for fullback.
So we got a passing play coming up.
Approaching 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. That'll go out of the pistol. 3 receivers far side and 1 to the near side. Back to pass he goes, pumps and goes long. Nobody there. A little miscommunication there with Sorg. As it was, I think it was supposed to be a pump and go, and Sorg forgot it was a pump and go and stopped.
The one positive thing I saw on that, though, Diedrich, he has a pretty good arm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's playing quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
So another punt for Braden Phipps.
Yeah, that was a nice little pass. It was just like
miscommunication with the receiver.
Yeah.
Supposed to be a little double move there, and didn't quite happen, or maybe it was held up by the defense. I don't know. Well, here's the punt formation, and we have a whistle and a timeout, I believe. Yeah, timeout by the Highclimbers with 9:09 to go in the ball game.
First timeout this half.
Hey, if you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV as you, so you don't miss anything like this game tonight. We also have lots of live streams. Mason County Commission, Shelton School Board, North Mason School Board, Mason County Fire District number 12, Port of Allen Commission.
You are busy.
Well, we try.
And add all those public hearings for the
candidate forums.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna still working with Jeff on our own, but got to be coming up here in a couple weeks. We got a lot more here. Here's the punt by Phipps. Pressure on, big rush, nice spiraling punt that Bullock will take the fair catch at the 21. Actually, that wasn't Bullock, excuse me, it's 23. And I don't have a 23. No, it's Xavier Robbins. Xavier Robbins, number 23, according to my other sheet, not the official roster.
That was a nice punt.
It was, with
36
pressure.
yards, and he got it off. He was.
What I am noticing when there are people coming at Braden Phipps, he gets off better punts than their spirals. Not end over end, they're spirals. It's actually very pretty to watch.
No, he's.
I think we might have a new quarterback there, Jerry. Can't see the number.
Okay.
Looks a little different than me. He's out of the pistol, 2x2 with a back behind him. Oh, it's Potts. Potts will hand it off, kind of a weird handoff. And this is number 22 on the carry. That's Patrick Halpin. He gets it across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Gain of 4? 5? Oh, they're going to give him
5. Let's give him 5.
Okay.
2nd and 5 coming from the 27.
So Potts is a new quarterback.
Well, he's a quarterback and a kicker.
Do it.
Well, we saw him throw a couple of times in those 2-point attempts. He did throw.
Yeah.
So go out of the pistol, get a guy in motion. Hesitates and crosses in front of him, turn around, hand it off. Here goes Halpin fighting for the 30. Gets it on the outside to the 35, 40, still on his feet, and backs down across the 40 to the 43. Nice run by number 22, Patrick Halpin.
The number was?
2-2.
Okay,
Double twos.
again.
To the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Capital Cougars. 7:14 and counting on the game clock. Cougars up 44-0.
2 nice runs in a row by him.
Looks like he stays in the ball game, and Potts will go out of the pistol. Now the receivers 2x2 go out of the shotgun, actually, with Halpin to his left man in motion, and a little, I guess you'll call that a handoff to number 14, and he'll get across the 50. Number 14 is Garrett Murphy. Get inside the Highclimber territory to the 49. So good run. That little jet sweep, I guess you can call it.
About 7 yards.
Give him 8, Jerry.
Give him 8.
2nd and 2 coming.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm only going by the down marker, Jerry. That's
I see that they moved it just a little bit more. Okay.
So 2nd and 2 from the 49 of the Highclimbers are the Cougars. 6:15 to go in the ball game. Potts back in the pistol, man in motion across the formation. Handoff. Here's Halpin, going to turn directions and get the first down, and he's going to be dropped inside the 35 to the 32. You know, Halpin had the first down, turned around and ran back, and then got more yardage. Very interesting running. He's got the first down at the 42-yard line of the Highclimbers. And clock continues to run, 5:45 and counting. Potts will go out of the gun this time with Halpin to his right and a step behind him. 2 receivers on each side. Directing some traffic, and there's a snap and the handoff again to Halpin. He'll get to the 40 that time, or he drags a couple of Highclimbers to the 40. Actually, I'm going to call him 41, so only give him a yard on that run.
Okay.
5:10 on the game clock and counting. 2nd and 9 for the Cougars.
Yeah, he's carried it 4 times in a row for a total of 28 yards, 7 yards per carry.
Again, the pistol for Potts with Halpin beside him. 3 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Back to pass goes Potts. Looks down the middle, throws to the guy deep on the sidelines and just overthrew intended target. There's number 16, Carter Pennington. Incomplete, and it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, like you said, he just overthrew just barely.
So Potts goes and tells his offensive line what the play is. Receivers 1 to the near side, that's Pennington, 3 to the far side. Potts will go out of the pistol. Nope, it's going to be the gun. As Halpin's to his left and a step behind him, half a step behind him. Here's the snap. Well, waiting for the snap. There it is. And Potts is going to go on the rollout to the far side. Going to look down the field, and he'll turn up and run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. First down.
Yeah, picked up about 10 on that play.
Yeah, mark him out at the 29. 1st and 10. The game clock approaches 3.5 minutes to go.
And he's only a sophomore. Well, same like God.
Yeah.
He's showing some promise tonight.
And he's got a good leg. So yeah, he's a workhorse. Pistol formation again for Potts. He's 2 by 2 this time. Helping the back behind him, man in motion. And helps the keeper by Potts. He'll scramble outside, get drug out of bounds inside the 25. About the 23-yard line.
Gain of at least 6. Let's see where they.
Depends on where they spot it. I think it stay with the 6 for the 2nd and 4.
Okay.
From the 23. Under 3 minutes remaining here and counting. Again, the pistol for Potts. 2 by 2. Waiting for the snap. Going to be delayed handoff. This time it's number 44 on the run. He's going to get tripped up just inside the 20. Number 44. Let's see if I have that number somewhere. And it is Koa. Joy Koa on the carry. First down run there, and they'll mark it at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:10 to go in the ball game. Again, the 2 by 2 for Potts and company. And a pistol. Back to pass goes Potts. Going to throw to the far, just inside, and it's complete to Armstrong, number 4. He'll scramble away from the Highclimbers, get in for the touchdown. Carter Armstrong with an 18-yard touchdown reception. That makes it 50 to nothing. So is Potts going to do the kicking here or not? That's my question. Going to bring somebody else out. Nope, it's going to be Potts. Pennington will be the holder. 1:52 to go in the ball game. It is 50-0 now, and the point after coming for the Cougars. There's snap, spot is down, kick is up, kick is good. Makes it 51-0, 1:52 to go in the ball game. We'll take a timeout. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting gig speed Wi-Fi. Enjoy lightning-fast internet to connect your smart home and devices. For a limited time, get $90 off your first year of gig speed internet and $90 off your first year of smart Wi-Fi. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Well, it's been all Cougars tonight, 51-0, 1:52 to go in the ball game. Cougars have got it teed up at the 40 to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Jack Swore to go back deep on the far side. Braden Phipps will be in the near side. Standing about the 10-yard line. Here's the run up, and the kick gets on the ground. It'll go up in the air, and it's caught by one of the up backs at the 26-yard line. He'll return it to the 30. Going to see who that is. It might be Alberto Manzo. Can't see who the number is. Yeah, that's Manzo with the return there, Alberto Manzo. And the Highclimbers start out on their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for Trevor Gott and company with 1:20 and counting on the game clock. Looks like they need another offensive guy out there. And they'll start the play clock at 1 minute. Gott sends one receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side. Phipps is the wide out. On the near side, turn around and hand it off. And running up the middle just to the left is going to be, I don't know who the runner was, Jerry. I didn't see who the number was.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Might have been Titus Miller. And the Highclimbers head to the sidelines as we've got 10 seconds on the game clock. So the Capital Cougars pick up their first win of the season, knocking off the Shelton Highclimbers 51-0. As the clock will hit triple zeros, and it's officially a final. 51-0, the final score. Capital all over Shelton tonight. We'll take a timeout. Jerry's going to have some final statistics we'll talk about next week. All coming up next here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball, We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting Next TV by HCC with Cloud DVR. Enjoy streaming on an all HD lineup on the preferred package with Cloud DVR. And for a limited time, get $90 off your first 6 months. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job, it's our promise.
In 2024, Hood Canal Communications is celebrating 90 years of innovation and connecting generations. Join the celebration by getting gig speed Wi-Fi. Enjoy lightning fast internet to connect your smart home and devices. For a limited time, get $90 off your first year of gig speed internet and $90 off your first year of smart Wi-Fi. Some restrictions may apply. For details, visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Well, it's a final here at Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium. The Capital Cougars take care of business and pick up their first win of the season, 51-0 over the Shelton Highclimbers. Jerry's finishing up his tallying. So next up for the Highclimbers, they travel to Chehalis next Friday to take on WF West. We'll be on hand for that game. Kickoff is 7 o'clock. Friday night. The Cougars open Puget Sound League play next Friday, traveling to Peninsula High School. That's all I got to say here for that one. A lot of positives come out of this game. Jerry's going to have the numbers here in a moment to tell us about that. Remind you to, well, give us a reaction on your favorite social media. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, well, it's called X now, YouTube, and Twitch. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV. You can also subscribe and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And Jerry's all done with his calculations. What you got for us, my friend?
Thank you, Diedrich. Starting with Capital, they had 9 first downs. They had 174 yards rushing. 171 of those, excuse me, made a mistake, math-wise.
Jerry make a mistake? No.
Rushing, they had 274 yards. 274 yards. Passing, they had 187. So if you take and add those numbers, they had a total of 461 yards, 274 rushing, 187 passing, and my totals are 461 yards.
Wow.
Wow, yes. They were 13 for 19 in the passing game. They had 60 yards in penalties. They had 2 turnovers. Their kickoffs were good. Potts, I was very impressed with him, with his kickoffs. Didn't have to punt, I don't think. No. Or maybe once.
I don't think they punted.
I don't think he did. Shelton.
If they did, it was in the first half.
Yeah. And I want to go back, and I made a mistake on Capital. Capital had, excuse me, nine. They had 18 first downs. They had 9 each half.
Really?
So 18 first downs, 461 yards total, 13 for 19 in the passing game, 60 yards penalty. Okay, Shelton had 8 first downs. They had a total of 30 yards rushing. They were minus 12 in the first half, but they had 42 yards in the second half. Passing-wise, they had 65 yards total, 55 in the first half, 10 in the second half. Completions, they were 7 for 19. 7 for 19. Penalties, they only had 25 yards in penalties. They had 2 turnovers, so each team had 2 turnovers. Not a lot of penalties, especially for Shelton, and they had a total of 95 yards. So you're looking at 95 yards compared to 461. Potts, great kicker, good kicker, and came in and did a nice job quarterbacking through 3 touchdown passes and in the second half.
Right.
Or I'm not sure if that was all Potts, but no, the first one there might have been
Redmond.
Yeah, but yeah, Potts came in and the production was just as good. And Ostrander, okay, let's look at Ostrander
let's look
and
at
see
Ostrander.
what his totals were. He had in the first half 102 yards. In the second half, he had, get this, 84 yards. So if you add 102 and 84, he had 186 yards on 16 carries.
Wow.
If you look at that, that's looking at about 12 yards per carry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
I was really impressed, though. There were some good things that Shelton did. We cut the turnovers down to 2. Okay, that's good news.
That's really good.
From 6 to 2. Second thing is Phipps did a nice job on his punting overall, especially his last punt. Couple other things. Potts came in and played fairly well on his passing. I thought he has a better arm than I thought. I was pleased.
Talking about God. Trevor
God.
Yeah.
God. I was really impressed with his arm on that last throw. That should have been a completed pass, but unfortunately it was not. The route, either there was a misunderstanding there or something between the receiver and the passer. But I was impressed with God. The other thing is Cody Brotherton. Did he come back in after that last time?
Once or twice
did
he did.
Well, that's good news.
I think they kept him out given the point in the game.
But that's good news he came back in.
Right, he's just getting back from his injury from the first game, and then he sat out last week. And, they didn't bring him in until, midway through the first quarter.
Yeah, but he did some promising things, I thought.
Yeah.
It's good to have him back. And the other thing is number 6 for us, the runner.
Alberto Menzo.
Yeah. He did a nice job for the Highclimbers. He had 4 carries there for 13 yards or 15 yards. 5 carries for 15 yards.
Okay.
So 3 yards per carry. So that showed some promise. Also, in the second half, we did a little better on the running game. The second half, we had a nice carry there by number 17 for us. And
17.
Let's see.
Well,
who was it? No, number 20. Excuse me.
That's Morford.
Yeah, Morford had a real nice carry. Only carried it once in that second half, but did have a nice run of 17 yards. So there's a couple positives there.
Okay. All right. Well, Jerry.
Thanks for correcting me, by the way. I really appreciate that.
I try not to when I don't have to.
No,
but when you're talking about somebody who's
we want to be thorough, and that I appreciate that when I'm corrected.
Okay, so as I mentioned, Highclimbers will be at WF West next Friday. We'll be on hand for that game. Cougars are opening Puget Sound League play also Friday traveling to Peninsula High School. And I don't know, are they still playing at Roy Anderson Field? I don't think they are. I think they've done some renovations out there at Purdy. I don't think they're playing there. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to research that one. That's. I mean, the field is great. The stadium itself needs some help.
Yeah.
And we were jammed in there a few years ago with the band and the visiting the student body of the.
It'll be interesting where they put us this time.
Well, we're not going there. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I just.
To Gig Harbor.
The Gig Harbor.
Oh, that was a fun night. I was interviewing all the band members. I was having a good time that night.
We were jammed in there in very weird stands. Anyways, okay, so that's next week. I guess that'll do it for us at Highclimber Stadium. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help with tonight's game. Final again, Capital 51, Shelton nothing. We'll talk to you next Friday. This has been High School Football on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
I'm going to go.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.